Welcome to Choice Compass. So, today we're going to tackle a dilemma that, let's be honest, every long-term iPhone user faces sooner or later. You know, you spend good money on a high-end phone you absolutely love, but that battery life? It's just not what it used to be. So the big question is, do you refresh it, give it a new lease on life, or is it really time to replace it? Let's get into it.
You know the feeling, right? It's that daily frustration. You leave the house with a full charge, feeling great, and by lunchtime, you're already hunting for an outlet. The phone itself still feels snappy, the screen is gorgeous, the camera is incredible, but that dang battery is turning this premium device into a source of constant anxiety.
All right, so let's get really specific with our scenario. Let's say you've got an iPhone 14 Pro from back in 2022. I mean, it's been your trusty sidekick, right? But now you're seeing that dreaded service message pop up in your battery settings. So the choice feels pretty stark. Do you refresh this awesome phone with a new battery, or do you make the jump and upgrade to a brand new, base model iPhone 17? Okay, let's meet our contenders, the refresh versus the upgrade. On one side, you've got the refresh, basically keeping that familiar pro-level phone you already know and love and just fixing its one weak spot. And on the other side, the upgrade, you know, that temptation of something shiny and brand new, packed with the latest tech straight from the factory. Let's break them down. Okay, so here's what it really boils down to. Are you going to spend a little bit of cash to get the phone you already have back to its glory days? Or are you making a much bigger investment to leap into the next generation, even if that means going from a pro model down to a standard one? It's a great question. Let's put them head to head. All right, round one, the financials. First up, the round that, let's be honest, often matters the most, the cost. How much is each of these decisions really going to set you back? The numbers here, well, they might just surprise you. So let's kick things off with the refresh option. If you go by Apple's official pricing, getting a new battery for your iPhone 14 Pro, it's going to cost you $99. That's it, simple as that. For less than $100, your phone's biggest headache is completely gone. All right, now let's talk about the upgrade. So a brand new base model iPhone 17, we're estimating it'll cost around $799. Now, you can trade in your iPhone 14 Pro, and you'll probably get about $300 for it. But when you do the math, you're still looking at a cost out of your own pocket of nearly $500. Big difference. So yeah, for round one, the winner here is crystal clear. I mean, think about it. For the price of that single upgrade, you could replace the battery in your current phone 5 times. Financially speaking, the refresh option isn't even in the same ballpark. It's just way, way more accessible. Okay, on to round two, the features. But hey, money isn't everything, right? What about the tech? Let's see what you actually get, or what you'd be keeping, in our second round, where we're going to focus on features and, you know, the whole user experience. Okay, now this is where it gets really interesting. See, the gap between the Pro and the standard models, it's gotten a lot smaller over the years. The new iPhone 17 is actually going to inherit some of those premium features from your 14 Pro, like that beautiful 120Hz ProMotion display. Sure, you get a much faster A19 chip, which is great, but you do give up that third telephoto lens from the Pro camera system. But honestly, the single biggest difference here, it's not the camera, it's what that powerful new A19 chip unlocks. Yeah, the iPhone 17 is going to be built from the ground up for Apple Intelligence, which is this whole new suite of powerful AI tools that run right on the device, so it's super fast and private. We're talking smart writing help, crazy photo editing tricks, and a whole lot more. And here's the catch, because it needs a newer chip, your A16-powered iPhone 14 Pro, well, it's just not going to get access to any of this. And that really brings us to the key question for this round. Is this next-gen AI a must-have for you? Like, do you see yourself using these tools all the time? Or is your phone, right now, already doing everything you need it to? Your answer to that question is what really decides if that $500 upgrade is worth it.
Okay, let's move into our final round. Round 3, the future. So for our last round, let's look beyond just right now. We're going to talk about longevity, sustainability, and the long-term value of your decision. What does the future really hold for each of these paths?
So, if you decide to stick with your iPhone 14 Pro, how much longer has it got? That's a fair question. Well, based on Apple's track record, which is pretty solid, your phone is projected to keep getting major iOS updates until at least 2028. That means you've got at least another 3 years of new features and, most importantly, critical security patches. Seriously, this device has a lot of life left in it. Okay, but what about the future of, the planet?
Well, according to some research from Deloitte, a staggering 83% of a smartphone's entire lifetime carbon emissions comes from just making it and shipping it. Everything else, charging it, using it, that's just a tiny fraction of its total environmental impact.
Let's actually put some numbers on that. A brand new smartphone is responsible for about 85 kilograms of CO2 emissions just to get it made and into your hands. And replacing a battery? The impact is so small in comparison, it's almost negligible. So yeah, from a purely sustainability standpoint, making the phone you already own last longer is, without a doubt, the better choice. It's not even close.
And look, this isn't just some abstract idea. Real people who go down this refresh path are usually super happy with their decision. This comment from a user on Reddit just captures it perfectly. They said they got their battery replaced and it's back at 100% health, 1 out of 10 would recommend. That feeling of making an old device feel brand new again, it's just a really satisfying experience.
So, we've looked at the money, we've looked at the features, and we've looked at the future. Now let's tie it all together with a simple, clear guide to help you make your final call.
Okay, step 1. Assess your budget. Is spending over $500 for a new phone comfortable for you right now? Or is $99 just a much smarter way to go? Step 2. Evaluate your needs. Are you the kind of person who just has to have those cutting-edge AI features? Or does your 14 Pro already do everything you need it to and then some? And finally, step 3. Consider your values. How important is environmental sustainability to you when you're making a big purchase like this?
You know, at the end of the day, there's no single right answer for everyone. There's only the right answer for you. So where is your compass pointing? Is it toward the financial and environmental win of a simple refresh? Or is it pointing toward that shiny new tech frontier of an upgrade? The choice ultimately is yours. We break down every option A versus option B scenario by comparing practical features against creative solutions. Our mission is to provide clarity, helping you save time and money. Subscribe to Choice Compass and transform every difficult dilemma into a clear, confident choice. See you next time.